Our conceptions of love are bound to change over time. With traditions and cultures shifting, our conception of love is bound to change as well. But with social media entering the equation, our conceptions radically change more often, and not always for the best. With the overload of information we can get in the age of the internet, our conception of love has become messed up. Let's look at some of the ways things have changed and increase our chances of finding and keeping a genuine, loving relationship. Passive or active. As we learn about what the people we're attracted to like, we tend to craft ourselves into what we think they'll desire. For example, there was a lot of hype around gamer girls. Young men and teens would desire a gamer girl without any regard for who the girl is as a person. As a result, some girls got into gaming just to apply this label to themselves. That isn't to say they didn't enjoy games or that it was all fictitious, but the original interest was spurred on by the desire to have an attractive label. Men have begun to understand that being softer, gentler, and more in touch with their emotions has become more desirable to women. And as a result, the typical man holds attitudes that are different and in some ways contradictory to what men from 10 years ago would have. This isn't to say that the changes aren't welcome, but in our personal lives, we have to understand that this is merely a way of casting a wide net. We are making ourselves as lovable as possible for a broad group of people. Instead, our focus should be more active. We should find someone who suits us as individuals. The method of being as attractive to as many people as possible has also been gamified by dating apps that get us invested in a number going up. Instead of focusing on being loved, we need to focus on the love we give. We can't expect love to just come to us suddenly. We have to be searching for it in individuals. Love takes practice. The new expectation around love is that our partner should automatically know how to love us. We've established that we have a role to play in seeking love. If we want real, long-lasting love, we have to practice. If you want to be good at something, you don't just immediately give up. You put in the time, you learn from your mistakes, and you keep trying. If you really love someone, you have to show it. Putting in the effort is what gives the result value. If we put no effort or practice into it, what's the point? If everything is automatically good, why isn't love so much easier? Relationships depend on the effort and dedication of both parties, from the beginning to the very end. Of course, this shouldn't be a justification for abuse or an actual lack of attraction, but don't give up if your partner doesn't do everything exactly as you want it. From the very beginning, explore and figure things out. Keep trying, and the strength of your love will only grow. Using social media keywords to define our relationships. If you have relationship videos on your For You page or in your Instagram algorithm, you have almost certainly heard terms like red flags, love languages, and if he wanted to, he would. The intentions around these phrases are usually good, with people sharing what has worked for them and straightened their relationship. As these terms spread, the original intention gets lost. Anything can be a red flag or give you the ick. Love languages have become separated from their original foundations in psychology. It wouldn't be a stretch to see someone say, getting coffee together is my love language. The danger of this is that we open ourselves to comparison. We start believing that the red flags and icks are universal, and we run the risk of taking our own context out of the equation. For example, if he wanted to, he would, sounds completely fair, and of course, it holds some value. But if we fail to apply our own context, it becomes dangerous. You have to ask yourself what is reasonable. If you would do the same whether you want to or not, and if what you want from him is something you genuinely want, or if it just looks cute and trendy. Love has to fit into a consumerist society. We have to find the time to cultivate love, practice love, and perfect love, all while trying to succeed and grow our careers. Social media will make us think that the value of our love is based on the value of the actual material goods we can provide or be provided. The norms of love have always been dependent on culture. In a consumerist culture, the value of love becomes dependent on trends. Spending money on each other becomes the default method of showing love rather than sharing the things that make you, you. So what are the solutions? There isn't a specific way that love is supposed to work, but we're missing the point. Listen to your own red flags, not the red flags of someone who has never met you or your partner. It's okay to have gifts as your love language, but don't let the value of your relationship be entirely dependent on how much your partner spends on you. Understand your partner and your relationship intimately. Don't just follow the advice of anybody. You should know what can and can't be applied to your relationship. Communicating without the buffer of social media can help you solve many of these new struggles and pull your conception of love back into reality. How do you think the conception of love has changed? Do you think it's really messed up, or do you believe technology has been beneficial to our conception of love? Let us know in the comments below. For more videos like this, subscribe to Psych2Go and leave a like on this video if you found it informative. Thanks for watching.